couple of days good?
Hot here, or in Houston in general, or
No, here. When you've been, I know Houston's hot. I've been there.
here is great.
Yeah.
We love being here.
Yes.
You look happy.
I'm pregnant.
Are you?
Yes. There's a baby in there, 6 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very thrilled. It's
You're
my
glowing.
First. Well, thank you.
Good for you.
I like it. I'm over the sick part, so now I feel really wonderful.
Good.
Thank you. Okay, Simon.
I'm pregnant.
You are.
Oh, I am.
Breaking news right here first.
I said to someone earlier on, this is like giving birth. What I'm doing with this show, it is like being pregnant. And I am going to give birth next week.
Now, why is it like being pregnant?
Because it's the same principle. Actually, well, slightly different how it starts. But
That would be confusing.
yeah, I can get into a lot of trouble here. No, but it is like having your baby, which you kind of nurtured, and now you have to allow everyone to see it, and that's how it kind of feels like.
I like it. I can dig that.
Yeah, yeah, but it's fun.
Okay, so they say that love it or hate it, it's still an obsession, and there's a lot of people who love you, but there's a lot of people who love to hate you also.
Are there?
Yeah, there
No.
is. There's a Simon fan club, and then there's the people who are like, I'm watching just to see what he says. How do you deal with like the negative attention?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, I think most people see it for what it is that you've got to have a sense of humour about it. And, when somebody comes in and they are terrible, and you tell them they're terrible, I mean, it's not like we're drowning puppies or anything. You're just trying to
You're
help.
just trying to help them
Them.
realize.
So you know what? Do something you're good at. And I've said this over and over again to people. This will not work. Take my advice and be happy doing something you're good at. And then they hate me for it. And I think I'm being kind.
It's just the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're saving them.
We
Yeah.
talked about this earlier, and I said that the reason why I fell in love with you from the beginning was because you are the realest person. Like, if I was gonna do something and I was terrible at it, I would want somebody to tell me that I was terrible at it so that I didn't waste my time. And you're the man I would come to.
Well, thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
I've had it in my life as well. When you're trying to make it work for yourself, when you're trying to make a career in the music business, when you start off, you're not trained for it. You make terrible mistakes as you go along. And luckily, I had enough people around me, smart people, who said, Simon, that is completely useless. This isn't going to be a hit. And I listened to them, and I kind of worked it out for myself. If in those early days I'd had Paula sitting in front of me saying, oh, it's wonderful and your dreams will come true and there's lakes and rivers and rainbows, whatever, it would have been ridiculous. So if I can take it, I think other people can. And not only that, the people watching at home, they're like me. When somebody's rubbish, you're thinking the same as me, you're rubbish. And if I say you're great, you won't believe me. And there's a lot of rubbish people on the first show.
Yeah. You mentioned Paul. We're really excited to see you guys back together. Also, Ellie Reed's going to be a judge, Nicole Scherzinger. And I have to ask about the newest host, Steve Jones. Was that your idea?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
This is when you earn your money being a producer, that when somebody is better looking than you and is also English and you've got to hire him, it's kind of like, I don't want to, but I have to.
He is delicious.
Yeah,
I think that was a very, very nice investment.
I'm actually going to insist, year 2, he has plastic surgery to make him uglier. But part of the reason I put him on was literally to wind up Ryan.
I was going to ask you,
100%.
do you think that Steve is going to try to flirt with you as much as Ryan tried? I just got to ask, is Ryan's going to be jealous?
There's going to be some jealousy for
Tension.
sure.
Well, maybe you girls should interview him the following day. I think he's going to have a face, like if you're ever forced to eat a lemon and smile at the same time. Very bitter.
Difficult.
So I want you two to interview him the following day and just talk about Steve and see how he is.
I will do that, for sure.
Okay, very last question. You have
Yes.
to finish the following sentence.
That's a good question.
Okay. Without Simon Cowell, the world would be less.
Interesting.
I think so too.
It's a good one
Thank
word,
you.
I
yes.
like it.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see the X
Thank you very
Factor.
much indeed.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
We've got
much.
to come to Houston again.
I hope
we had
so.
disaster last time.
That's what I was hoping you wouldn't
Well,
remember.
it wasn't my
Oh.
fault. But you know what? I did it with Seattle. I went back to Seattle because we had a terrible time a few years ago. It was like a challenge. And I promise you, Seattle delivered.
Okay, good.
So I'm laying down the gauntlet. Houston,
I
we're
promise.
gonna come
Did you
back.
try to come to Minneapolis also?
Yes.
You're the boss.
Okay.
You can do whatever
Okay,
you want.
you just got a yes out of me on both.
TheBomb.com. Simon
Yes.
Cowell, thank you. Pleasure.
Can I
Thank
give
you
you
so
a hug?
much.
I need to. I need one. And good luck.
Thank
Is it a
you
boy
so
or a
much.
girl?
It's a girl.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Simon.
Well, you look great.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.